Olivia Jones, Family and Consumer Science Extension Agent for Currituck and Camden counties. And today I'm going to talk to you about eating for your fitness goals. A little disclaimer before we get started, I am not a registered dietitian. However, I am going to just make a few suggestions on how to eat a healthy, balanced diet and a few suggestions on how to narrow in on some nutrients to achieve your fitness goals. And I'll go ahead and get started with today's talk. So first, I'm going to address some general guidelines that, just anybody could follow. And then we're going to look at making your foods work for you. And so let's get started. The first thing I want to say, instead of thinking about what you are cutting out or what you cannot do, focus on what you can do and how much better you will feel when you do it. So what we're doing is we are making changes for a lifestyle. We're not taking on a new diet. So here's some easy guidelines to follow about a healthy diet. To achieve long-term and lasting results, you have to make changes that you can sustain for the long haul. If your current style of eating is not working for you, then maybe it's time to make some changes. If you don't like the way you feel, or it's not helping you meet your goals, then your diet is broken and could use some small tweaks to get you back on track. So I've got 6 kind of simple steps to kind of start your diet off in the right direction. Eating a diet mostly of whole fruits and vegetables. This means not juice, not vegetable or fruit juice as a serving, rather eating the whole fruit and vegetable. Make most of your grains whole. Choose low amounts of lean protein. Choose a variety of proteins, including fish, chicken, or plant-based sources. Replace unhealthy fats with plant-based oils. My guideline here, I have a whole lot of discussion about oils, but just a little trick. Anything that is solid at room temperature, you really want to replace with some type of oil. Snack on seeds and nuts. They're a great snack, a great filler. Use herbs to season your food rather than sodium. And then drink lots of water. Staying properly hydrated is really important. So we'll go over these in a little bit more detail. First, let's start with everybody's body is different. So don't rely on the advice from others. Make your own decisions about what works best for you and your body. Tracking your food is the best way to know if you need to make a change. So I suggest using an app on your phone or an online database. You could even use a journal if you would like. But if you're tracking your food, you kind of know where your issues start and end. If you're starting a new healthy eating regimen, I say keep it simple. So don't get hung up on the little details. We are going to talk a little bit about micronutrients today, or the little things that we need in our diet. But if you just look at the big things, calories, protein, carbohydrates, fats, and sodium. So just keep a look at the big picture and, review those simple tips that we talked about and pick a few healthy recipes and build your diet from there. If you are not prepared, then you are prepared to fail. So we come up with lots of excuses to deviate from what we should be doing, but meal planning and meal prepping is extremely important to making sure that you succeed. Next, listen to your body. A good rule of thumb is to eat when you're hungry, and on days when you work out, you may be more hungry than on days when you're kind of like a couch potato. So don't feel that you need to eat the same amount of calories every day. Staying hydrated is super important. Staying hydrated helps our metabolism to function properly, and often what we do is confuse hunger with thirst. Being properly hydrated helps you to not consume excess calories, and since it keeps your metabolism functioning at a high level, it helps you burn the calories that you do consume. The next thing is fat is not the enemy. Fat does not cause you to get fat. Excess fat consumption and consuming the wrong fats is what gets you into trouble. So healthy fats are liquid at room temperature, as I said earlier, and are usually plant-based. So, making small changes. Maybe you don't change all of your fats, like your butter, your lard. A lot of people like to cook with coconut oil. Maybe you don't change all of those immediately. Maybe you make 1 or 2 small changes and you work your way into healthier fats. We need to know our goal, and I suggest setting SMART goals for yourself. So you may even take your overall SMART goal and break it down into smaller tasks to help you reach a larger goal. So let me break down SMART, because SMART is actually an acronym, starting with S, which stands for specific. So you need to know the amount of something, the time of something, the number of something. You need something very specific here. M is measurable, so you can track your progress. A is attainable, and that's something that you can reach. R is realistic, going along with attainable. T is for timely, and give yourself a goal end date. So a day you have to meet this goal by. Then know your why. There will always be excuses. You will always be too busy, but if you know the true motivation behind your goals, you will find the time and you will not find excuses. Think of your reason and then go a little bit deeper, dig a little bit deeper, and once you find that motivation, post it somewhere you can see it every day. I promise you, if you do this, you will succeed, you will reach your goal. So if your goal is weight loss, then your concern is calories. Calories are how we measure the amount of energy contained within a given food. So the more calories within the food, then the more potential energy it could provide to us. So if you consume more calories than you burn, you're going to gain weight. It really is just that simple. And if you consume less calories than you burn, you're going to lose weight. So I suggest starting by logging your calories that you're just currently consuming. Like I said earlier, if you don't know your starting point, you don't know where to make changes. Once you see what you're consuming, then find where you can make your biggest cuts. Make small changes, replace empty calories with nutrient-dense calories. And also remember, not all calories are created equal. If you are cutting calories, you should make sure that the calories you keep are the ones serving your body. Cut out empty calories like sugary beverages and keep nutrient-dense calories like colorful fruits and vegetables. So if your goal is to gain lean muscle, then your concern is going to be protein. But let's first start about how to gain lean muscle. So the USDA recommends that adults ages 18 to 64 include muscle strengthening activities that involve all the major muscle groups 2 or more days a week. And these can include weight-bearing exercises such as push-ups and squats. They don't have to be, lifting barbells and dumbbells. You could just go with your body weight exercises that you do at home. But if you're looking to see bigger effects from your strength training, then you should incorporate 2 to 5 sessions a week with rest and recovery days, as well as cardio. And just a little disclaimer, before beginning any workout program, please consult with your doctor and review your upcoming plans with them. You may find it beneficial to consult with a trainer. So let's talk about protein. Our bodies use protein to rebuild and repair itself. So when you exercise, you're causing minor damage to your muscles and connective tissue. So the protein in the food that you eat is actually used to repair that damage. So this results in stronger, toner, and more effective muscles. So the USDA recommends that women over the age of 19 consume 46 grams and men 56 grams of protein a day. So there again, if you're logging your food, you'll know how much protein you're consuming. It's just about being a little more mindful in your diet. So the American College of Sports Medicine recommends to build muscle in combination with physical activity, you should consume 0.5 grams to 0.8 grams of protein per body weight. And just to kind of give you a starting point, A 3-ounce serving of grilled chicken has about 25 grams of protein in it. So our next goal that we'll really dig into is endurance. The National Academy of Sports Medicine suggests that endurance athletes actually need 40% more energy than sedentary people. So regardless of how they get that energy, if they do not get enough, their performance will suffer. So an endurance athlete is anyone who trains for an hour or more at a time with intensity and duration of the training that requires a lot of energy. If your goal is endurance, then your concern is the right carbs. Carbohydrates are a source of energy within your diet, and they're going to include sugars, starches, and fiber. So most carbs come from starchy foods, which your body breaks down into simple sugars. Choose unrefined carbs such as whole grain breads, cereals, and rice or pasta, as well as fruits and starchy vegetables and legumes or beans. The National Collegiate Athletic Association states that the overall energy needs of endurance athletes are high, and carbohydrates are the primary source of fuel. They recommend an athlete with moderate duration and low intensity training consume a range of 5 to 7 grams of carbohydrates per kilogram of body weight. And an athlete with moderate to heavy training consumes 7 to 12 grams of carbohydrates per kilogram of body weight. And this is just a guideline. Just to give you an idea of a serving of carbohydrates, a cup of whole wheat pasta contains 48 grams of carbohydrates. So just to wrap it up, you are creating healthy habits, not limits, and you're looking to make lifestyle changes. So just remember, track your diet and make changes as you need. Eat whole foods. Keep it simple. Have a plan. Listen to your body. Stay hydrated. Remember, fat is not your enemy. Make sure that you know your goal and know your why. Both of these will set you up for success. And then just quickly, weight loss equals calories, muscle equals protein, and endurance equals carbs. Hopefully these guidelines will set you up for success in any goal that you want to reach in this new year. If you have any further questions, my contact information is listed in the comment, as well as a handout you can download as a quick reference guide for how to start and make new healthy habits. Thank you again for watching, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel at CareerTalk CES Healthy, and also visit us on Instagram with the same handle.